Hey all, welcome to another FFT Minute live stream. Today is January 27th, 2018. This is going to be a special one because I have a co-host with me, is Sawtooth. Say hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
You had to go there, didn't you? All right. We have a little bit of a small stream for you all today. Just a few matches. Actually, just hold on one second. Yeah. Yeah, I'll pick it up in a little bit. No, we're gonna order now. Where's the menu?
So I can't see who is in.
Oh, the menu is down over there. It's Cole's now.
Letting y'all know right now.
Oh no, sorry. It's just that we're gonna be getting dinner soon. But in this case, we can still hang on one more second. What do you want? A small cheese pizza. That's you have to go, you know. All right, I will. And then when you park next door. Okay. Not across the street, next door. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Small cheese pizza. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Anyways, let's get right to it. We got Anima Zero's team on top, which is known as Who's Gonna Give It to Ya, and Sawtooth. Your team's on bottom. The what's it called again?
The team is named after a hack of Final Fantasy One, I believe, and it's called Dragon Omega 2.
Oh, okay. A Final Fantasy One ROM hack. Gotta check that out sometime. What's up, Andrew?
Yeah.
So for AZ's team, we got Rex the Paladin, X the Mystic Knight, Gonna Give It the Chemist, and Tia the Oracle. Just a quick rundown about the team. This is pretty much a hyper-offensive team for the most part. Two-hand Diamond Sword Paladin from the looks of things here. It's got Land Hands, Nurse, Transfusion, and then Heal and Yell.
It's a pretty solid build. The HP restore really comes into play, I feel. The Diamond Sword, I don't really see a lot of hits as I would like to. Probably because of the combo of, transfusion and, it's just kind of, I feel like it wants to be like the front row, like offensive support, but I feel like it winds up being support for the Oracle more often.
Yeah, I can see that. It's kind of like trying to accomplish two things at once, whereas you might have been better off just doing one thing and one thing they should be doing. I can see where you would get that.
Mostly, I feel like Rex is really good at just getting in the way.
It's possible, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how this unit plays out. This one next in Mystic Knight. This one has no trouble figuring out what he wants to do. He just wants to hit things. With the attack up, Kiku, Magus Road, boosting Earth. Another Warpath unit. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it also boosts for the Amp Ice.
Yep, as well as, I believe, Amp Water as well.
Yeah, it's got all three, just in case there's, resistances.
And then, for more AoE, we got Southern Cross. Yeah, this is definitely a solid unit.
I noticed that there's a change to Diamond Helm on both of them, and that's probably just to protect it from any kind of backfiring, counter magic, charm, things like that.
Well, the Diamond Helm for this one only prevents Don't Act in Sleep, so I guess he wants to be on the offense at all times without Don't Act crippling them.
Yeah, but I'm saying it also prevents, something like the Chemist gets charmed, so it can't Don't Act X, or the Oracle gets charmed, it can't Sleep X, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a good switch, yeah. Next up, we got the Chemist here. Pretty fast, very evasive, and has maintenance too to prevent his equipment being stolen or broken. And he has Comes Talk skill with just Blackmail, Mimic, Derivon. And per usual, throwable items.
Yeah, very solid character. What is a Dracula Mantle again?
That prevents poison and slow.
Okay.
I've been building teams, or I've been testing out teams with poison and slow protection, but because I feel like it's almost a reoccurring meta, or at least a reoccurring anti-meta, because slow is so strong and poison can ruin your day slowly but surely.
Yeah, I'm wondering if slow will phase out more now that it's not as good.
It's possible. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. And then
Mm-hmm.
we got a support oracle here. Nothing too special about her, except she's got pilgrimage. Just
The
dousing.
pilgrimage race 2 combo I mentioned in the chat earlier is probably the strongest thing about this unit. Is just the fact that it's hard to kill because of the perfume, and then it just sits there and can just bring everybody back to full HP on the constant because of short charge.
Oh yeah, totally, totally. And then you
Just
got the raise to. You also got the cure threes and protects walls and as those will also come in handy as well.
yeah, the thing about this team is if you can't disable the chemist and the oracle at the same time, then the team will just keep getting back up until you're dead.
That's very true. Plus with the auto shell set Timeson, um, at least it gives the Oracle some chance to withstand magic attacks. Although she's vulnerable to stats herself, like
True.
other
Pretty
unit
squishy once you just get up close to her. She could go down with physical attacks, but otherwise it's pretty slippery.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. That's all said and done. Next, we got your team Sawtooth. You can talk a little bit more about that. So this is your squad. Mimsy, the Geomancer. Uh, Trone, the Mystic Knight.
Sean.
Tron. Oh, Trong. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are Mega Man references. Okay, Vile the Samurai.
Yeah, I thought Anima Zero might like that.
And Lynn the Paladin. All right, what can you tell us about your team here?
So basically, it's kind of like in the chat, I made a joke team a little while ago that was just all of the most cancerous units that I could think of. You know, like a Ice Lance Paladin, or sorry, Ice Lancer,
Mm-hmm.
Lancer with Quake, Titan, Summoner, all things that we've seen in other teams. And then, my last unit is kind of loosely based off of my Paladin that I've been using, but it's no longer a Time Mage, and
Okay.
it's no longer an Enhancer user. So
Okay.
this team I tried to make have pretty stable speed and pretty offensive. The Samurai I'm a little iffy about, but I think that I wanted him to have teleport instead, but I just wasn't sure if it cost the same amount of points. And I
Oh,
just never.
I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back again. You can go ahead and keep talking. Just give me 1 second.
So this kind of combo with samurais and mystic knights being able to wield something, but wear like a boosting robe. They usually have to have Grand Helm. I tested other ones, and it came out just okay. But when your guy has 300 health, he's pretty squishy, which is what we're going to see with X. And then the diamond armlet, I realized oil protection is actually more relevant, especially if somebody has absorb, because there's a little bit of earth absorb, go figure, since it's good in the meta right now. But I changed up. I'm not really sure if I wanted ninjutsu, but I did know that I wanted counter. And the ninjutsu, I feel like I'm just going for shuriken. And then I think he also has Misogi to, unblind himself, etc.
Yeah, and curiously, you brought Zumatsuku. Oops, sorry.
Suku, I believe I just wanted to see if he'd actually use it, and also it doesn't get hindered, because it still has elemental boosting capability from an
Right.
attack.
Well, it clearly says it can't hasten. I have seen uses of it before, but
I've
um,
seen the use it rarely, but I'm not really sure what conditions need to be met.
hmm. I mean, I guess it depends if you meet those conditions. I mean, from what I'm seeing, you're definitely gonna be seeing regen from the Mystic Knight, but does the chemist have no, it does not have strength tonic, so we're we're probably not gonna get to see it. It depends on how it's gonna play out, but it's unlikely because Amazon only has one form of regen, or does this paladin have regen? No, two forms of regen. Okay, so maybe the chance might be a bit higher.
Hmm. Yeah, you know, for that unit, he's mostly just like high offense, and I think he's got Black Robe boosting with the Heavens Cloud combined with Ashura from the Samurai. And I,
Which is a good idea. I mean, you want to have all kinds of coverage. All right,
mhm.
so let's not waste any more time. We're gonna go to usual small, large, medium maps if necessary. So we're gonna go to the Chapel of Saint Maron Temple, map 52. Whenever the first match gets done, I'm gonna boot up the second match because I gotta go out and grab us some dinner. But hopefully that will. Okay, here we go. All right, I wasn't sure what was up with the frame rate, but it looks to be picking back up a little bit.
It seems fine.
Yeah.
So this is, I don't know, I've usually seen it gone down where the chemist tends to go first. And I feel like the build for this team is really solid, just knowing like the timing of the units.
Mhm.
Understanding how the speed combines with everything is a little new for me.
Yeah, I think it depends on the order of how you want your units to go. Like you want this one to go first because you want him to, let's say, play as bait, or you want him to go first because you want him to take aggro, or etc. etc.
I see.
I mean, um, it's not many examples I can think off the top of my head at the moment, but in general, if you want your unit designed to get the center of attention and then let the other two or three clean up, then that's usually one way to build a team.
Interesting. Okay.
Cyclops managed to hit the chemist. Shock misses.
I think that this paladin I have is maybe a little squishier than I want him to be. Originally, he was going to be like a Grand Helm Maximilian, just pure
Ooh.
tank. But I think I added a little something to him.
Well, in the addition of being squishy, he's also can hit really hard, especially the Crystal Helm 13 PA with concentrate too.
Mm-hmm. Bio was the new thing for that Geomancer that I hadn't really tested because originally it was like a Quake bot.
I see.
I think Don't Act just hit on the.
On the chemist, yeah, which is a good opportunity for you to capitalize here.
But I think that they might be able to take him out beforehand. So
On
here's what this guy does: 286 solid damage.
mm-hmm.
I was trying to figure out, a good alternative to, Kiku or whatever else. There's been Titan mages, but this Mystic Knight uses Cyclops instead, but it's got the same kind of boosting suite.
Yeah, it seems to be solid enough.
The thing I'm just a little worried about is this team that I'm trying out here is a little squishy. Like, they're squishier than it takes. I feel like too many guys go down at once.
Well, it looks like so far your team's doing really well.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, you just took round one.
interesting.
I think what
Yeah,
contribute was you got fortunate with the Don't Act proc from Sylph hitting the chemist.
that was pretty good. I think that also just you know, there were a couple things where early game, if Shock had connected there, it probably would have been game over because, uh, you know, that Paladin can't even survive Shock at full health.
Yeah, I mean that usually comes at a price when you equip the the Night Robe because it does offer low HP, but it does grant you high PA. All right, I'm just gonna take a few minutes to step away from the stream
Okay.
because I have to go pick up dinner. I don't know how long this match will take, but I shouldn't be out for too long.
Okay.
So I apologize if there will be dead air at some point, but I'll make it back as quick as I can. So I'll leave the rest of the action to you for the time being, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I've been having a good time watching old videos from the Arena channel. There's this really great one where it's like the first episode of season 1, and Baron talks in this really great voice, kind of villainous. I think we should do more funny voices on this, just in general. So right now, this being a pretty big level, not much is going on. We're gonna get to see Muramasa. I'm not sure if this Oracle is gonna really, it usually does protect as a mid charge, but if this chemist can get in there with its 10 speed and start spamming Donak, there might be a chance. It's just the fact that, as in the last round where I was explaining the chemist being bait, it's just the fact that, like, it might not work in this case. There's Quake having its insane vertical targeting right there, which is one thing that I think is OP. And part of showcasing this team is to show that it's OP, which it's doing right now because it's insane vertical. Douse for an X attack setup, but my pressure is so high that it might not be as relevant. But we'll see right here, because I think that will it seek the... Ooh, it's going to go for a big shenanigan here. 456. I'm glad that this paladin can block stuff, because otherwise it would be screwed. So I think we're going to just... Yeah. The Mystic Knight goes for Fairy. The Samurai will try to kill, I think, and succeed. Still taking the lead. I've got a little bit of an advantage because that Samurai is immune to Earth, but he's not immune to plenty of other attacks. Phase 2 misses, which is unfortunate because that 70 Faith Pilgrimage is supposed to protect from that. We're going for a Leon hands, but it's not quite fast enough to be able to do some damage. Maybe it is faster. This Geomancer is just such a hurt machine. It's pretty insane, and it has low MA. Well, it has like 12, maybe 14 MA. I think she's wearing a red robe, though, which is pretty scary that she can get away with using red robe, but that's probably thanks to the range plus 1. So she effectively has like 8 range. There's a double kill. I think Baron might not be back by the time this is over. But that Massimo and Haste combo is just gross on guys that can be 10 speed or more. We're down to just this guy, and I've got +1 move on that to get there. Typically, X can give it to you a win if they can land with the don't act or land with a sleep early game, giving you enough time not to go on the defensive. See, now X is back up. Now it can pull some shenanigans. Haste is gone. X is ready to slay that squishy Geomancer very successfully. Look at that damage. Way stronger. But 176 is good too. That's the thing about X is charges his huge buster to kill people. Poke. But miss. Could have seen a Quake proc there. See, this could be scary though. If this X could get away and just one shot all of my guys that have revive get there. That could be pretty cool. Crystallized Chemist. Shock. Hits. Uh-oh. X could give it to you. Because those pokes aren't going to work. This could be quite the victory for Anima if they can get away with it. Uh-oh. He's awake, but is it too little? Too little, too late? I feel like an AoE could just blast him, you know? Because I think the X will get a turn. We're going to try for it again. And it happens. Smash. GG. Physical attacks on a magic user totaling up to 300 damage. So, I guess Baron's eating or something. I guess I'll play y'all some music or something like that. What kind of stuff do y'all like? I can't see the Twitch can't see the Twitch chat. So I don't know if anyone's actually talking or watching. But let's see if we can get in there. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm in the chat. I don't know if anybody can hear me or... Okay. That's fine. I don't know what Baron's doing, but I know y'all. What kind of music y'all like? Oh, God. Y'all like Ministry? Yeah. I heard cheese pizza. Who's watching? Can anybody I can't tell who is. Is everybody having a good Saturday? It's the first time that I'm going to be streaming. Hey, sorry to beat up your team. I've just been, working on these ideas, trying to show everybody what's OP. So yeah, closest to X would probably be the Samurai on my team, Vile. And then Tron, just shooting her giant, Tron shooting her giant summoner Cyclops attacks. Very big robot after. How do y'all feel about Reflect Proc on Cyclops? You think it's sweet? Or...
Okay, I'm back. I hope I wasn't too long. I hope that there wasn't too much dead air.
Hey, what's up?
I would say, how long ago did the match end?
Oh, probably just a couple minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it wasn't terribly long. So
Yeah.
so who won the second? So who won the
I
second
crushed
round?
I crushed him 2-0. But it was a sitch where it got down to just X was alive, and if dodged another attack or two, could have taken the whole match.
Okay, I see. Well, congratulations and Sawtooth.
So Salmon Max is next,
Yep.
fighting DW. Is that what I saw?
Yes. Salmon Max on top, and he's got a team known as Double Rainbow, and on bottom we got DW's team, which is known as Guts and Glory.
Yeah. How'd you feel about that Heavens Cloud business
Oh,
last stream?
actually looked quite good. Being able to deal to close to 280.
The
I think is quite impressive.
Yeah,
I meant the katana whack.
very very. The mime was solid. I enjoyed the distribute tech too.
Alrighty, so that was part of the win. This is the water theme he's going for this time. We got yeah, this is
Rainbow the samurai.
yep,
Okay.
Rainbow the archer, Swampy the mystic knight, and Skyrim Pool the
Scrying pool, the
oh
Mystic Knight.
thank you, thank you. So from the looks of things here, this looks to be just a water absorb team. What can you
Yep.
tell us about this team?
+1 MA for the win on Rainbow. Let's see. Attack up, no movement is fine. He's got 4 movement. Damage. I feel like he might not need damage split. I would have gone with like Chrono Trigger or something. And it probably doesn't need Muramasa.
I think it's there because
Ooh, Masamune is better than Chrono Trigger.
I think the Muramasa's there because he wants to find a way to get around water absorb as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was thinking that was the healing drawdown. But no, that's the death sentence one, right?
And he has like a lot of chivalry moves too.
Hollow Strike's chill.
Yeah,
If it had ranged weapon, that'd be something else.
indeed. I mean,
Southern
Nurse.
Cross is cool.
I mean, I guess Nurse and Masamune will have to be the alternative to make it the old Masamune when
Ooh.
everyone would just abuse the hell out of it.
Yeah, I saw. I'm glad I never got to experience that. Now we got Rainbow the Archer. So it's double Rainbow, literally, with elemental boosting, water absorb, and a ritual hat. I guess the ritual hat is to have MP for the white magic, huh?
As well as MA too, because
Oh
um,
yeah.
a while back, Rainbow used to be able to proc Sweeton, and it was absolutely
I-
deadly with a 12 PA attack up Archer with the initial innocent and 108 gems. Because he can deal
Ooh,
well with 500. I think I tested that one once, and it scared Andrew half to death. That was when I got changed to just doing water too.
Water 2's fine. Water 2's like still pretty strong. We got Raise Protect. And Asuna, solid. Raise 1.
Yeah, it doesn't sound to be too bad either. Plus, he's got Pilgrimage, so Raise 1 should be eventually accurate.
Raise 1's fine. I thought it had better accuracy than Raise 2, but
Um, it can technically kind of miss, but you're more likely to hit it than anything else.
yeah. Oh, and Anima Zero's team missed with like a Raise 2, which was pretty unlucky as well. Just from the last match. So we have, we have this like 14 MA Mystic Knight meta going on, where we have like the Titan Mystic Knight, and now we have like a Leviathan Mystic Knight.
Black Magic, so
Oh,
just
so it's like a Nether Water 2 Mystic Knight.
and Death.
Um,
And Death.
I wanted to test Death a little more before putting it on there. I'm not sure if the AI is going to spam it or not, but we'll see.
I mean, I suppose that it depends if the AI sees Death as a potential one-hit KO, if it's just like a single target, or If
You
they're
know,
all
it'll
bunched
probably
together, then he'll probably go for the water. She'll probably go for the water spells. I mean, that's what I'm guessing here.
yeah. We've got the whole package going on here with a wizard robe, Genji gauntlet. Um, looks fine.
I'm trying to see
Maybe
what she has for Mystic Knight abilities. No Mystic Knight abilities, it looks like. So it's just spamming black magic.
yeah, pure water's fine.
And
And then is this just a clone?
essentially, it just has like slightly different ability. Oh, this one has Dark Holy this time. All right, want to switch it
Is there
up a bit?
dark holy? Is there dark holy boosting though? Is it wearing Magus robe?
No. Wait. The Magus robe, yes, but she's not wearing the Magus robe in this case. So
Nope.
it's just gonna be regular Dark Holy damage.
I wonder if it'll. Okay, yeah, let's see it. Move MP up on these guys is so nuts.
Okay, now for DW, we got Guts the Chemist, Glory the Priest,
Oh yeah, this Vesper
mm,
priest.
Beep the Time Mage,
And Boop.
and Boop the Mystic Knight. This looks like to be like an interesting team, I think. We
Ooh,
got the Equip Shield Abandon combo for the Chemist that could prevent Berserk.
we got Earth Absorb Mirage Vest.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Yep, and
Or is
Scooch
that what
into
it's? Yeah, yeah, it's Earth Holy Absorb.
yep, Scooch on 2 for high evade, Man Gosh for really high evade. Um, pretty much throwable items, and then Bull Rush and Wish. Wish is just there so it can bypass any terrain or obstacle in the way.
Okay. Yeah, we got a super high evasion item bot with strength tonic. Okay.
Hmm?
Poison immune as well.
Alright, this priest is just there to whack things, it looks like. Rune
Mm-hmm.
Staff, that is the. Oh, that can cast Hallowed Strike. Oh!
That's the MP absorb staff.
Oh, it combos quite well with MP Switch, I just realized. Cool.
Yeah, move over blood sword. MP sword is here, and it's a staff.
And this one has Immune Holy. I'm sorry, Immune Oil, sorry. It's Holy Elemental. Initial Reflect. Okay. Okay,
Solid.
I can see this. I can see the thought process behind this one. Uh, as far as abilities, let's take a look.
It's a
Just
berserking,
focus.
right?
Yeah, just a berserk priest, pretty much.
When will it use focus? When would it if the salty rage got stolen or what?
Probably most likely when the salty rage gets stolen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not really seeing a lot of breaks and steals in the meta lately.
So yeah,
But
it is kind of safe to
yeah.
go for it.
And what's on beat?
Beep.
Battle.
Yep, is a fully armored time mage,
Okay. Okay.
and for this one we got slow, stop, don't move. You know, some simple spells to throw around, and then douse, spell absorb and sleep.
This team wants to hate out on MP, which is fine. And then it wants to be like, damn, the Crystal Shield's great.
Mm. With the reflect too.
Leather Mantle's solid as well. So we just, what I mean, it's like 326 health. What? So it's like the armor's there for status immunity. What is the crystal armor?
Uh, the crystal armor prevents berserk, charm, and undead.
Okay. Yeah. So DW usually comes packing with charm protection, and then there's also sleep don't act protection. So this team could fight who's going to give it to you or whoever else.
It seems like it, anyways. And then finally, we got this Mystic Knight here. Um,
The Massive has stop immunity. Is that what it is?
yes. Stop
See,
immunity, and then the +1 in PA and MA.
that's funny. I feel like that's a decision of Andrews or something. Anti-stop meta.
And then we got the headgear, which is simply 2 PA. Silk robe for the high HP and MP. Elven
Also,
mantle is just there for the blind and don't move immunity. Plus it combos well with
doesn't
concentrate, so you're not getting your accuracy screwed over or anything.
does blind affect you at all if you have concentrate?
Right, because even with concentrate, if you're blinded, your accuracy just goes down to 50%. Because
Oh, okay.
concentrate technically can still bypass added evasion, like from a shield and a mantle or something. Whereas without it, you're and you hit with blind. If you come across a high evasive unit, then um,
Okay.
you've been doing nothing but swinging air for the most part. So at
Gotcha.
least with concentrate, you bring down the 50-50.
Nice.
But and GW shouldn't have to worry about it in this case because blind protection.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so this not
Without
wasting any more time on this one. Just gotta
let's
do
get
Let's go do RNG very quick. Oh, and on a second.
who do y'all think's gonna win?
Ooh, that's a toss
Diamond
up.
the best match. Salmon Max with this solid twin team elemental absorb action. It's a classic. Them twin team. This map's alright. I feel like it would be considered a larger map if they were placed on opposite sides of the books.
You could convert. You could convert it to as such. Yeah, I think
Maybe.
it was a large map, like a large. I think it was considered to be a large map, like a long time ago.
Hmm. Yeah, because some small maps, it's like you don't get the setup turn of having enough move squares between each other.
But I think it was converted to a small map because you it would benefit teams that prefer to be clamped together and set
Hmm.
up like that, as opposed to being separated.
I'm a little worried about this white mage surviving. Don't move on an archer seems chill.
Although the archer can still shoot, should be able to still shoot from this position. If he was on a higher height, then don't move is just non-existent to him.
Just a little bit. There it is. 50 damage.
Oh, and water, of course, bypasses reflect.
Oh, yeah.
Timers will attempt a redirect, but doesn't matter because the Mystic Knight absorbs water, so seem to be a loop point.
There it
Muramasa for
is.
just enough.
Mm-hmm. What about... Okay, so what are we going to talk about? How about that stop lasting on death that
Oh,
White Knight said last night?
I was just reading about that. On the one hand, it feels like you can. Okay, if a unit was on like 0 CT, stop lasting on death. Oh, you mean when the unit gets revived, the stop status still remains?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that. I
And
don't
like
know.
the White Knight was also saying the point where stop blasting on death also freezes the CT of the dead unit, so like its counter won't go down. So
Well,
stop blasting on death will like make units survive longer. So there's like a upside to getting stopped.
right, but if it freezes CT and the units won't go down. Ah, Reflect Arc, holy, nice. Um, if it freezes CT, then you won't have a unit that's going to crystallize, and it kind of defeats the purpose of resurrecting them in the first place, because, or at least the how crucial it is to resurrect a unit, because then you can just, well, I mean, I feel 50-50 with it. Like yeah, it'll make units concentrate better on offense, but um, at the same time, though, you would still potentially ignore the fact that you're down, how many units versus 4 or 3.
Yeah, I'm interested to just like see it in a test patch and see what happens with it, because it is an interesting idea, but I don't know if I would want it to be like part of the permanent patch or something, because I just want to see it. So DW is in trouble. These units aren't hearty enough to take on this, this 200 damage spam going on.
Yeah, it's a shame. And plus, DW is now out of revival too.
Yeah, knocking down that berserker before it could get in at all. That's why this map feels a little bigger than average for small maps. But the priest, I don't know. It's like move HP up sometimes isn't enough,
Like maybe you could use something like Flea or something,
Legion,
because
Flea.
Flea in his own way can be one of the best abilities for a berserker, if you know how
How
to.
does Flea and Berserk interact? They can just you just resurrect them and then they move like 6 tiles forward and hit someone.
Basically, if the unit's in critical, normally if the unit's in critical, the AI would run away. But in the case of a berserker, it would just keep charging forward. Combine that with Flea, you gain extra 3 move on critical. So all of a sudden, you
Yeah,
go from a 3 move unit to a 6 move unit, and that can be scary.
Then you have your meat bone slash turned on and GG. But
I mean, it doesn't have to be Meatbone Slide. It can be Dragon Spirit too if you're rocking high evade.
Dragon Spirit and then
And then re-raise will kick in. And then
Meatbone slash. I'm thinking of Desperation. Desperation, Dragon Spirit, Berserker with Flea. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
True, Andrew. Yeah, weird. There was a good heavy spear berserker samurai in one of the recent streams.
Oh, you mean White Knight's Lancer when he had his platinum hacks team?
Maybe I don't remember. This is an interesting map because of this. Because if you have teleport, you can teleport inside the building. I haven't seen this one in a while. This isn't used in a cutscene in the game, is it? It's just there.
Yeah, it was an unused map. I think of what it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to see more hacks that incorporate unused maps in their cutscenes.
I mean, in Eternal's kind of patch that I was doing an LPL for a while. I haven't done that in a long time. He used a lot of unused tracks.
Yeah. So a lot of these units basically just charge forward. They don't really seem to have much used in the game. Yeah, for sure.
I wonder why it wasn't. Was it because maybe Square saw how buggy it can be and decided simply not to use it?
That's very possible. They could have built the map and they noticed that you can do stuff like teleport into the building, and they're like, "Oh, we can't let players." Be doing that. There's MP switch, so the priest gets to come forward, but I don't know if it'll be enough if these casts are fast enough. But the thing is,
that last up was blocked.
Well, there's haste and regen on the.
Oh, here we go. Here's the male priest. Could I get in the action?
Ooh, almost. See.
But MP Restore kicked in.
See, there it goes. And then we gained some fake MP, but then we got MP Restore on that unit because we came prepared for it. That's what I'm talking about. Is DW was making an argument that some moves shouldn't even hit your whole MP bar with MP damage. but there's stuff in the game like MP absorb and spell absorb that just gain the MP back and just nullify the Hollowed Strikes and the Magic Ruins, etc. So I think it's fine. I feel like Hollowed Strike can even stand to do more.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Plus, well, I mean, with MP Restore is mostly meant to be as a failsafe thing. Is how
Oof. Hopefully we get to game 3 with these statuses hitting. But I'm a little worried that this Berserker is just not going to make it with his 70 health left.
mm, I mean, you got the amp raise going on, but yeah, the Berserk Priest just
Ouch.
doesn't quite deal enough damage. I feel.
Well, we could see Amp Raise right here, huh? Zam missed. Amp Raise is I'm a little conflicted about it having such a good AoE, but it does have poor hit. Amp curing MP is pretty sick. I feel like you don't see as much of that lately.
I mean,
That archer is totally immobilized.
at least for the time being. Oh, I see a guard.
Yeah,
Double
hitting the
guards.
same. This samurai though could be big bad boy with a big shenanigan. Too bad it got guarded.
Oh, double
There it
kill
is.
water too.
You know, whatever. But we got that move HP up regen. Sam, there it is.
Oh, and combine that with the absorb MP. That's a pretty neat thing to have happen right there.
Man, Southern Cross on that rainbow guy is very sick. You know, with these don't move statuses, it's pretty unfortunate that we're fighting an all range damage team, you know. But oh well.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a bit of a mismatch.
Yeah, I wonder, you know, these Salmon Max teams are, you know, they got a pretty decent power level, so I don't know. You know, I'd want to see them matched against, like, I don't really know what, like, the tier 1 teams are.
Well, we haven't
There's
really
not
done like a
really like
tier team list. However, I guess if you want to call it, well, the best way to kind of determine what team did very. I mean, best thing we can discuss is what team did well in what season.
16% hit rate on that abandoned main gunch Escuchion to Chemist. Nothing can hit that guy. But it doesn't matter because there's not enough pressure. You know, these berserkers got to do more than just like drain MP. I feel like if you're gonna make a berserk unit, it has to be super scary. It has to be able to be like killing people, one-shotting them every turn.
I think White Knight's Lancer from one of his team is a good example because you got the heavy spear, two hands berserk.
That Asuna at the end was just rude.
All right, so we got one more match for you all, and this one's gonna be between Hirobo's team on top, known as the KO Corral Old Faithful, and on bottom we got AJ's team, which is known as Lich.
Wait. Rich?
Yeah, it was a mistranslation in Final Fantasy Tactics where it's supposed to be the casting the Lich spell, but when you get the text message casting the spell, it will say Rich.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was either that or I believe
Oh,
it was. I believe it was that because you get the text messages every once in a while where the unit will cast a spell. They'll give out the message before casting the spell. I believe is referring to that little mistranslation. Instead of called Lich, is Rich.
indeed it is.
All right,
For the
so
viewers there, now you know.
hmm so for Hirobo, we got Buffalo Bill the Chemist. Dun Sundance Kid the Archer,
Oh, I'm watching in the chat. I'm gonna watch in the
Annie
Discord.
Oakley the Mediator, and
Oh, they
Bell
all got
Star.
guns.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, who is that?
This is AJ's team?
This is Hirobo on top, AJ on bottom.
Okay, okay. So Hirobo's got all guns.
Yep, pretty much an all gunner team.
Nice. They're all cowboys. I love it.
Cowboys and then a couple cowgirls, I guess you want to call that. Because
Cow-
most Japanese people struggle with pronouncing our L sound, which ends up sounding like R. Okay, that's good to note.
Nice. And then who's on bottom?
AJ.
Who we got
AJ.
L, I, C, and H.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
Oh,
how it goes. Yeah, so basically just all gunners. Punch Art Chemist seems interesting. Some Magic Chakra and Spin Fist. Ooh.
It's
And
like the Southern Cross of chemists.
seems like it, yeah, and with the Ramonda gun and Warpath, it can actually poke
Mm-hmm.
people with some really decent range. This is the harder hidden archer,
Mm-hmm.
but he has a 4 move because he needs to get in range to hit something.
Solid warpath. So
Yep. Also got Divine Strike too, which is interesting. Divine Strike with the Peacemaker looks very interesting.
mm-hmm.
Mediator with the equipped shield. This is the evasive version of it, I guess. Another Ramonda gun user.
What is White Robe?
That adds re-raise.
Oh, okay. I want to see more half damage robes in the meta. You know,
Oh,
people that just
we used to have a half. Well, yeah, we used to have a half fire, ice, and lightning robe, but now we got more. Now we only got a couple half damage robes, which I haven't seen too much of lately.
give me a robe that gives me like half damage from dark, earth, and water, and I'm good.
Let's see. Throw stone, throw sand, heal, yell, wish, and then this is one of those things we haven't seen in a while: a flare gun time mage. I actually like the setup too because you got Aegis Shield, the equipped Aegis Shield which blocks innocent, and you need Faith to inflict damage with flare, and then you got the Thick Hood which prevents Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
So really solid time mage actually, really solid.
I'm just wondering if their abilities are going to get in the way of all this gun action.
Well, we got haste, slow, stop, sinkhole, return,
Nice.
and then just cure for raise Asuna Dia. So I would imagine the Dia will just proc Faith, and then depending on what the time mage wants to do, she can just unleash a sudden burst of damage with the flare gun.
That would be chill.
Seems cool. And then AJ's team, I don't think we need to get into him too much. These are just twin teams that uses Lich. That's all.
Hey, well, you know what it does.
Yep, no need to get into that too much at all. Okay, so first off, we're gonna be going to
Yeah, somewhere where they got a
we'll go
little bit
Grog
of
Hill for a small map. Why not?
it. Guns blazing. I'm blazing.
Time to rock this like Game Busters.
Yeah, get some. Make peace with that.
Ooh,
Oh
don't
no,
move.
legging.
I think it was hoping for the stop proc.
See, that would have been sick on a peacemaker.
Mm.
And it moved in range of the summit, which was a little rough. I think it was hoping the AI was probably seeing don't act proc and doing that over an attack that would have just outright killed him. The kill would have been risky too for the MP switch, but we will see. So is this team for Hirobu new? Damn.
AJ's the one with all the mages.
No, I said is Ferobel's team a new team?
Oh, a new team? I think he's had that team for a while.
Okay.
We just haven't seen it in action much because we have
Just
so many. I mean, we have like a bunch of other teams to show off as well.
the gun team?
Yeah, the gun team we haven't seen too much of, so I figured I show it off here.
Okay, cool.
All right, so looks like we're actually gonna get Divine Strike here.
Nice. I love it when they gain life. Damn. Fool's doing like not battle orders.
Ooh,
Oof.
that's rough. That is
Why?
rough.
Why can't stop like smart target? Why's it gotta be like that? Oof! Triple hit on the pathos speech.
Oh, that's the pathos speech from Toxco. Mm.
Uh huh. Damn pathos. There's flare. Ugh. We are putting in work in the stop community.
Yeah, AJ's team is has 3 unit
Uh oh.
stops, but if that Skull can keep the archer down, then never mind. He's about to get a turn. And I think
Well,
now he'll be able to use Divine Strike. Oh, no, he's gonna go for Nurse instead and run.
yeah. I feel like this gunner team, if it just had more,
Had more
had,
ooh.
had more offense, um, then. But I guess it just needs some. It's doing that for resiliency.
I mean, it's still doing something right now. I think it's meant to. I think the time mage is just there to kind of keep users at bay with the time magic spells, and then let the gunners pick them off.
Mm-hmm. What is that? M barrier. Peacemake. Redirect.
Yep, there's M barrier.
Whenever they get unstopped, they cast their spell. Yeah, that's all. True to vanilla. Oop.
Mimic Darevon misses.
I wonder why they would want Mimic Derevon on a unit that's already stopped.
You wonder why if what?
I wonder if they. I wonder what's the logic for using Mimic Derevon on a unit that's already stopped. I feel like it's probably because even though the CP is filled with air, I think it still sees that it's charging something and wants to like hit and sleep to mid charge the.
I think I think it's because if the AI recognizes if I stop the caster from trying to cast a spell,
I'm
with the
also
stop
oh,
spell, it should give the physical unit a chance to rush in and hit them before the spell
also
goes off.
I'm also curious about the use of re-raise right there. Maybe if a unit is stopped, the AI recognizes it as like.
But I think what it is too, the AI recognized it was in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, regardless of the reason, it's good to get re-raise.
Love it. Love Peacemaker.
Mm-hmm. This was Jeremy's suggestion because he wanted to reference it as a weapon from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah. Vincent's a great guy.
Oh,
Miss.
I love Vincent.
Oh yeah.
He has one of the more interesting backstories.
Yeah, the Dirge of Cerberus backstory. I'm not gonna accept as canon. Just
You're one of the many that doesn't really acknowledge Dirge of Cerberus because of
I did watch recently. I did watch like a YouTube video that was a compilation of like all the cutscenes, and I still don't care after watching all of it.
You ever heard?
But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I, I did like the concept that there were like other people that had, nightmare person transformation, as like they took Vincent's limit break and like turned it into
Hmm.
a story
I see.
line.
You ever heard of Gaming Sins? Is this is this guy on YouTube that talks about everything wrong with a particular game. Like he'll call out some of the inconsistencies. Whoops, I hit new game by accident. He'll call out some of the
Oh,
inconsistencies and the plot holes that the game is doing. Some of it is out of for entertaining purposes. Some of which is also meant by how can you not see it, or if it's like a fact. Like he'll make fun of it, but he'll also point out the inconsistencies at the same time.
that's fine. Yeah, send me the name of it. And what I really want to see is like hacks of Final Fantasy VII and like hacks of more 3D games. And you know, then I want to build a hack that's just like, the storyline is just about the ruby weapon.
Hmm. If I were to make a seven hack, I would rebalance. Hey, Silentcaster, how's it going? If I were to make a hack of seven, I would try to rebalance how summon works because Knights of the Round just breaks the game in so many ways, and it's not just that. It's just a number of materia combinations you can
It's,
pull
hey,
off too.
it's like it's the Orlando of Final Fantasy VII.
I'm doing pretty good, Soundcaster. I'm just having a little quick stream with a buddy of mine, Sawtooth, and
Oh
we're
wow!
just talking about what's going on in AI matches and among other things at the moment.
So we got haste, and we got what double pathos speech.
Pathos speech,
Regen.
yeah. They're trying to go for the M barrier, regen pathos speech combo.
Okay, got M barrier coming up. We didn't see as much setup in the previous match.
Oh, FF8, yeah. I hate having to draw magics just so I can make a unit that has like level 5 death immunity.
You don't have
Gah.
to. You don't have to do that. You just get good at the card game and then convert the cards into like magic components.
I haven't really played 8 too much. I mean,
It's chill.
I have thought about I have thought about giving 8 a shot, even though the one time I played when I was a kid, I didn't understand
One
the
shot
concept of
bosses.
like junctions or drawing magic. I either just didn't understand it or didn't like it, and I went back to playing Final Fantasy 9, which to me was the better game.
You liked nine.
Yeah,
Nine was nine's equipment system was interesting. Being able to permanently get skills just by wearing something and grinding with it equipped. But I like 12's system just all around.
are you talking about the PS4 version?
No, I haven't. No, just like I'm just talking about Final Fantasy 12's like skill learning grid system, not the new version, not the redone. I haven't actually played that one yet.
Um,
But the old version, I was like cool with. I don't know why people.
I think people didn't like it because everyone has the same license board, and a lot of the characters end up a little bit too samey. Plus, you can basically just give everyone like black magic, which does make it a little bit unfair. Or I don't know if unfair, but certainly a little bit boring. So they mix it
Yeah,
up with the Zodiac
it was
Age job system.
kind of
That,
like
that,
having
that, that way you give everyone at least a unique role,
hmm
which I personally like better. But yeah, 9 definitely has a good synthesis system where you can combine weapons to make unique weapons. And
Oh,
then
that pose.
yeah, and then there's the optional Excalibur 2 run.
Yeah, I liked that one. There was also the you could fight the guy sitting in a chair. You went behind something and talked to him enough.
I
You could
know.
get like 8 was fun. You could get Doom Train as a summon. You could get
Do,
Cactuar as a summon.
that was an 8. Yeah, Doom Trains I heard is one of the best summons in the game.
Pretty solid. It was kind of hard to get. Um, whoa, I don't know. We'd have to rewatch. Let's see.
I should get back into 9 eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I really should. I know there's a PS4 version of 9 out right now.
Yeah. So we got Flare Gun versus Flare itself.
Flare Gun versus Lich, basically.
Yeah.
And you wonder why my Tony T's gonna have X and VV. you want to merge Final Fantasy 9 with Mega Man X? Go for it, dude.
Yeah, just put the wizard hats on the Mega Man helmet. Practically sells itself.
I think there was a FFT sprite of VV drawn by someone before. I forget who. I want to say it was done by Siege.
Andrew, that is interesting, but I feel like maybe the AI wouldn't use refute the same way if it canceled charging, because then it would start to use it as a mid charge instead of like dispel.
Well, back then we had refute as a I was gonna say back then we did have refute as a ways to cancel the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Silent Catcher just said, and they would use it mid charge if it had the chance to.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is but it would mid charge instead of just function normally. But if you can do both.
I mean, but then again, we still have other options too. Like there's the throw stone option, which again requires you manipulating the CT to your advantage in some capacity, or sinkhole, which is one of the more reliable ways to do it.
Sinkhole's great. Sinkhole kills people.
It can, yeah.
I wanted to say in this stream, Bio is. I've been wanting to talk about Bio and how it's like skill all around. Just Bio 1, it's so fast, it's crazy. The fact that it procs poison and it's like a decent level anti-sandbag damage skill AoE is very nice.
It's also quite reliable, it being non-elemental, so you can always have like a backup spell in case
That's why I put it onto my Geomancer at the start of this stream, is because it's like, oh, the Geomancer has no Geomancy. Well, I just put Bio on functions as an essential Geomancy for that.
Right. Which is a good call, because you don't want to limit yourself to just your strongest attack. Sometimes you need to throw in like a weak attack as a backup plan.
Also, just a faster attack. It's like the summoner was packing Sylph and Cyclops for the faster CT versus the lower AoE. The lower AoE was not as relevant on Cyclops. It's just the fact that it's just shoot someone for like 190 to 200. Doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 AoE. But still Titan's OP. I feel like that's because it has 2 AoE. What would make it not OP? Like lower its CT by 1 or something?
Oh, so current CT I believe is 5, which makes it tolerable. I think maybe Lonely AoE. I think maybe I don't know what the vertical tolerance is or things like that.
The vertical tolerance on Quake. Yeah, okay, I had to say something about that in my stream on that final boss level, fighting against Anima Zero's team. It's just like
even on uneven terrain, Quake can just like hit anything. Its AOE beam or its vertical targeting. I mean, the 3 is just like so out of control.
Andrew, what's the damage formula for Titan again? Like MA times
Uh,
something.
MA10.
MA10. Okay. I can see it go down to 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's the raw damage is fine. Like Cyclops on my unit, it's MA11, and it's still dealing around 200 damage. You can get like if you stretch it, you can get 220 or something out of it. But it's just the fact that its targeting is just so good.
I think what also helps
And it's
is
too high. It's just so high. It's such high payoff for what it does. Maybe reduce its range or something like that.
I mean, it's possible. I think what does also help is I'm not sure if it's just my imagination, but there might have been some good compact going on. Why some Imagine was doing so high damage.
I mean, typically, Titan, even without compatibility, is like a solid, like, good vertical targeting, 2 AoE, good range, like 200 damage, double, triple panel hits consistently.
Mm.
Just super strong. Yeah, and that's the point, and we could just make Titan do something else. Titan gives, protect and shell on all your units now, and it's also called Golem now.
Mm.
There.
I think what also makes Titan very popular now is because they can bypass float.
So yeah, we also just like we need gonna leave float hanging. It gives you +1 height.
I mean, it gives you +1 height, but then
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, one of the things I was initially against. I mean, I don't have a solid opinion on it anymore, but I was initially against it because now it gives Titan almost too much leverage over those that wants to make a float team, because then there's almost no point to making it other than just to get
That's
the
what I'm
extra height.
saying. Is float now that float does not protect against something, um, then it's like very irrelevant. Maybe like float could give like not immunity from one element or the other, but float could give you like 25% damage reduction from all elements or something. And then it's like a temporary thing. And having, feather boots, that's fine. Having like a low protection damage accessory, kind of like a reverse 108 gems.
Hmm. Um, there will have to be some kind of a hack to implement. I mean, I talk about just changing like the feather boots item.
Yeah, but like everything else could be like a temporary float or whatever, and it would just give you a slight damage buff against all elements while you're floating.
Hmm.
And then I feel like having a static item like feather boots is not that broken if that's what it does.
Um, let's see.
Yeah, 100% petrify stop, don't act dead. Frog crystal treasure is also good.
Yeah. So they just bring in finishing touch.
Yeah, we should have finishing touch in the.
That would not be the best idea because if we bring in original, if we bring in finishing touch in its original form, imagine how spammy the AI will get with it, especially
we
how
need like
deadly it is with Cloud.
Yeah, it's a book that has like 10% proc finishing touch.
It can proc either stop, dead, or petrify.
Yeah, maybe just. I mean, It's too.
Finishing touch too. Oh God. I mean,
love that.
what we gonna put that on? Like Mystic Knight or something, or Scholar?
No. No, it's just don't make it a skill. It just only procs off of like a weapon.
Right. Yeah.
Like a 10% chance, 5% chance.
Oh, 5%. That's way too low. Not even luck up will make it worth the damn.
All right, 10% finishing touch. It is, and it's on like, it's on a sword.
It would have to be the ultimate.
It It would have to be on, yeah, the ultimate weapon, which will be a new Night Sword. And
Oh,
the
oh,
new Night Sword will give you, +1 PA, +2 PA if you're at max health.
mm. Well, I mean, the other thing is interesting because we don't see Chaos Blade used too often. I'm not sure if it's because the damage output while high is not worth having because it dispels buffs on hit and the unit dies
Um,
anyways. Because I've seen before Chaos Blade users would swing the Chaos Blade to get rid of re-raise, but they kill the re-raise unit before they could take
Chaos
it
Blade
off, so
cancels
re-raise would still take place.
cancel. Sorry, Chaos Blade is just dispel everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All positive status.
Hmm.
Lore sucks. Let's add finishing touch. 2. Yeah, agree. Nice. Yeah, we should put a katana that does finishing touch. Maybe the AI doesn't see procs off its weapon, so it doesn't use its weapon more if it has a proc, right? Like if the AI sees KO on their crossbow, it doesn't just attack seeing a potential one-hit KO, right?
Yeah, that would be the hunting bow, which can do the double shot. Um,
But it's like the AI doesn't know that it's trying to hit with like
right,
KO.
right,
On it.
right. You just have to get lucky with it.
I see. So it's like if you're trying to do that, you got to be berserked. Okay. Damn, out of MP, going for the wax. This has been a grueling game too.
Mm. All right, so that's pretty much it for this one. Do you want? Does anyone perhaps have one more match you want me to as a request? I can throw in one more match
Yeah,
if
I want
everyone's
to
up
see one of
for it.
your teams, if
So,
you don't mind.
who do you want to see?
Do you have a team?
Um, I I don't exactly have a competitive team at the moment because I'm a little bit I don't want to say losing touch, but I feel like that my older
You're
concepts just really can't.
lost.
My older
You lost
concepts
touch
just
with
really
the
can't come up
rebuild.
with. Can't really keep up with the current meta.
Well, I want to see a rematch of Sam and Max's Heaven's Cloud team, but with one of your teams that's a bit more serious because your last team was just kind of whatever, just trying out throwing knives and tomahawks.
Yeah. I could
You
make
don't
up a.
mind.
I could make up a serious team. I mean, we can probably do a team idea if you guys want to pitch me some ideas. I can do. I mean, I'll come up with stuff on the fly as well. But
Wind absorb. No, I'm kidding.
oh my Katana Rama team.
Yeah,
I
you could do katanas versus katanas.
I could probably do that. I just have it deleted. I can rebuild it from the ground up. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
I basically remember what it did. It's just that okay. Let's
Oh,
see.
I could put on some music while you build your team.
I'll go for it. Sure. Let's see here. If anyone wants to pitch in some ideas for what katana weapon I should be using, go for it. I mean, I remember what I did for the most part, but let's see. Let's see. Katanas. Where are you? There you are. What would be cool? Actually, I know what I can probably do. Why don't I use a Sura? Um, I could probably make a carbon copy version of your samurai, except I'm using a Sura this time. Let's see. And see. Let's see. What was the robe that
What I missed?
let's see. What was the robe that
Who does what?
I'm looking up what strengthens fire. Okay. Fire, holy light, and wind. Okay.
Oh, the black robe.
Yeah, the black robe. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Almost there. I'm just making up my second unit now.
Okay.
I definitely liked my my chivalry monk with the cheery
Mm-hmm.
because I think him getting in range was perfect. And then focus band. Okay, and then let's see, short charge, and then guess I can also add in move plus one. All right, almost there, almost there. Very soon. All right, almost done.
We should just change the Mystic Knights to just have Cloud's abilities. You know,
That would
climb,
be pretty funny.
climb hazard, finishing touch. Be fine. We need to have like a we need to have like a gag patch that just has the most insane abilities on every character and just do a one stream for that. Redo all the classes to have totally nuts abilities.
Okay, and yeah, okay. Okay. Got my team all ready to go. And then Salmon's wins. Okay, there we go. Alright, alright, we're all gonna have to screen share my emulator again, because I did have to exit out, so just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to, there we go. Da-da. There we go.
All right. I see the intro playing.
Yep, okay, excellent. Okay. Alright, so thank you all for taking a few minutes to stick around with me. This is just a potential updated version of my Katana Rama team. And what I got here is Asura the Samurai, Chiri the Monk, Masa the Mystic Knight, and Mura the Monk. Basically, it's just my Katana themed team that I did make a while back. I'm not sure how good it will be now, but I'm willing to test it out. This is the 11 PA attack up. Wait, what's wrong?
Is this the same team that Sam and Max loaded that had the mime?
This is his win team that had the mime. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his win team.
But is the priest the mime in this one?
No. Wait, the priest the mime?
Sorry. I didn't see the mime in the first slot. Never mind.
Yeah. The mime's in the first slot.
I thought it was a girl mime.
Oh no, it's a male mime.
Oh, okay, that's what threw me off.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't change anything too much about this team exactly, but I did give him a couple of things. I made a male samurai attack up Asura with the re-raise as well. Gave Heaven's Cloud Muramasa, and then just quickening Steel Heart. Kept it very simple for him. He has high MA, so Charm should come in handy, hopefully.
Okay.
And with the 5 move, he could just rush right in there, like no problem. This was the Chivalry count. This was my Southern Cross monk that I made a while back, with the nice movement ability as well. Counter a Warpath, so this guy can hit even harder. Plus he has 16 PA, which is really high. Gave him Rapine Fist, Sigma Magic Chakra, and then Nurse, Southern Cross, and Lay on Hands.
What is Chiri?
It's a katana weapon. It gives you 1 move and 1 jump.
Okay.
It's a Force 2 hands katana, and combined with the high weapon power too. Southern Cross, I imagine, can be doing some nice damage. This is my support Mystic Knight.
Okay.
I know it's not the most polished one. I mean, it looks pretty good. Awareness, short charge, white magic. The only thing is that I need I need support from this guy in order to heal up the MP. That much I know I'm aware of.
Nice.
But other than that, though, I gave her the usual stuff. You know, Gold Helm to prevent Berserk, Immune to Innocent, Masamune because it prevents Stop, and then to make sure at least she's not slow on the job. And then finally, I got this talk skill monk
Mm.
who has almost just the magic chakra.
And what's the stats on Muramasa?
Muramasa, this is a 12 PA. This is a 12 weapon power katana that can trigger decap.
What is decap?
Decap means it'll do 85% of the target's max max HP. We call it decapitation because the little animation that pops up. I mean, it kind of it comes up, but we call it decap proc because you might as well be dead.
Whoa, what is that based off of?
Um, the
What's the
anime,
animation?
the animation I think is Ice Wolf Bite. I want to say. If I'm wrong, someone go ahead and please correct me on it. But for talk skill, well, I only gave him just Mimic Darevon, so that way he can go in there and then inflict sleep if he needs to.
Yeah, that thing basically has finishing touch already, man.
Yeah. And then, and this is, of course, his win team. You guys remember this from last stream.
Uh-huh.
No need to go into it too much. All right, let's go to let's have a pub fight. Why not?
Pub fight. Okay. Whoa, triple block into
Triple
a
guard,
counter.
yeah.
That was pretty gnarly. See, I feel like this katana versus katana match.
Oh,
could
early
work
charm.
good.
I'm sorry to cut
Yeah.
you off, but early charm. That's gonna help me out in the very early going here.
There's
And
that
HP
heaven's
restore kicks in.
Nice. Miasma. Solid. So this is pretty much your exact old team?
Not my exact old team. It's more like an updated version of my old team.
What did you add?
I had 2 Mystic Knights and 2 Monks. This time I'm trying out a Samurai because I haven't really incorporated male Samurais too often. So I figured it's might as well worth a shot.
Those,
The HP restores are really helping me out.
yeah, those freaking Heaven's Clouds are brutal. See, would darkness affect rods?
What darkness would no, it has to affect the initial hit.
Darkness should affect rods. Darkness should last on death.
It could technically, I guess it could technically miss.
Does darkness have a CT, or is it permanent until you die?
I think I want to say permanent till death. I want to say.
I feel like it should last on death and have a CT, but it should just have like a kind of long CT.
But poison has a pretty long CT in its own right, and it does last even after death.
Poison?
Yeah.
I was talking about darkness.
Right. No, I know, but I mentioned it. Well, poison is similar to what you're talking about.
I see. Block. Deny.
Oh, it doesn't last on dead anymore. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they took that off because it was like too good.
I see.
And I mean, taking out the mime early is pretty lucky on your end. Ouch. Well, for a mid charge.
And
Nice.
Southern Cross is just doing more and more damage. Bam, 400 damage. Oiled attack up Samurai. And this priest is dead. Alright,
Yeah,
so I win the pub fight.
this draw out team that you've got going on is infamous.
Yeah, when I want to get serious, usually, and I'm not trying to like self lip serve myself or anything, but self serve myself. But if I put my mind to it, I can make a really damaging, serious team that can just mow through people.
Yeah,
Of
you're gonna
course, they're
build up.
capable of doing the same thing to me. It's just all fair in love and war, that type of stuff.
Mm,
It's just that lately I've been just doing concept teams because I like to kind of bring out a gimmick to its fullest. Like my tax returns teams, for example, was my way of incorporating guild toss and manipulating and having RNG in general.
mhm. So this is a much larger map. We'll see good results here. That quickening samurai is pretty chill. I do like the idea of on a samurai because of high MA. Is that right? Or do we? Is that
Well,
still based MA?
well, the thing is that my idea was to make the samurai rush in there as fast as possible. I mean, I know it's not the fastest guy, but um, with the 5 move, he should be able to rush in there pretty quickly.
Nice. See that 306 damage? Holy.
Yeah, my samurai's gonna be dead
Re-raid.
unless somehow Amp
Yeah.
spell cancels that out.
Heaven's Cloud copied for that 84 damage. There's more of that damage we're seeing from the library battle in the last stream. But you got that HP restore on them. We were prepared.
Mime flare, bit of a
Yeah, that
backfire,
was-
but that's okay.
Sleep them. Classic. I hope Salmon Max watches this one and catches some more information.
And I just
They
have
have a good.
and I
they
have
have a good
Rapine Fist
combo.
on this monk because it's a failsafe option just in case. Wow, Charm
Oh,
strikes again.
Punch. Got him. Heaven's Cloud. Heals him.
Oh, Mimic Dervan puts him right back to sleep.
Punches him. Raises him. Zam.
And so far, my Katana Rama is just chopping away and just chopping away.
Revives him. Damn.
Wow,
You really
another
fucking-
freaking charm.
Yeah. Smack. My asthma. Oof. Not enough to get him though. 330. I mean, they're just stuck in a loop. But I mean, there could still be a little more pop.
Oh,
Damn.
I was hoping for a
Again.
counter decap proc. I was so hoping for that.
I mean, you didn't even need it. But
But imagine the epicness behind that.
true. True shenanigan. I mean, just 2 times in a row of
Whoa.
like
Okay,
multi-panel
I have not
spells.
missed a single charm in this whole set at all.
Well, there's got to be something wrong. Revive. Yeah, I think that just their pepper damage is not going to compete with your stack damage, and that's just going to be it right there.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is gonna be it. Yep. There you go.
That
That's
Muramasa, very strong.
yeah. That's my Katana Rama.
GG's.
GG indeed. All right. Does anyone else have a match they want to request, or are we good for tonight? Because I got nothing for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I'm chilling. You know, could play one of my teams against somebody if you wanted.
Um, I mean, yeah, if you want to. I mean, who has a volunteer.
Yeah,
I
I'll
like.
play nighttime frontsters. My updated version with the zombie thief.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I could rematch DW, the one that has the Titan summoner.
You want. Which one was that?
I don't know, but it's DW's team that has Titan and Shiva on a Mystic Knight.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I want to say that's the equivalent of exchange. Let me see. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, we can do that, and then we'll call it a night. I don't know how good an idea would it be to put up against your old team because that can drag for a while.
Zombabes, is that what he's talking about?
Yeah. Where
Oh,
it's just basically just 40 brave, 40 faith, tank with high item and throw item, and have the mediator just cast death sentence until you die.
yeah,
That's
that was the first team Andrew gave me to test with.
okay. So we got one more bonus match for you all, and then we're just going to call it a night. Um, all right. So Sawtooth, I'll introduce your team, and you can go ahead and talk about it. We got Franklin the Thief,
Oh, let me
Brianna the
jump over.
Paladin.
Oh, your thing is. Do you need to video share with me again? Because I can't see it in your thing.
Oh, sure. Hold on.
So we have Brianna the Paladin, an enhancer with plate wielding time mage chivalry user.
Hmm.
Counter combat.
Another thing I should probably point out: if you want to request music off YouTube, I can well set up in the future is a way to get my stream to autoplay YouTube video links, like music and stuff like that.
Interesting. Yeah,
I
it just
yeah
has like a. But yeah, I'm down.
yeah. If you want to turn on the music on down on your part, I can get to that. But in the future, what I'll do is I'll set up a thing on my Twitch where it'll autoplay a music video or whatever from YouTube. All you gotta do is just request it via the link. I remember doing that before, and then I'll just adjust the volume to make sure it doesn't drown out the action.
Wait, how do I send it to you? Should I just DM it to you?
There's a thing Twitch can do that it'll autoplay a MP3 from YouTube. All you got I forgot how it was done, but I know it was done before.
Okay.
Once I figure that out, I'll relay it back to you.
Okay.
Don't tell me that my controller went. Hold on. I'm not sure if my controller froze or what happened there. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to restart the emulator for just a second. There we go. Technical difficulties happen once in a while. What are you gonna do?
Should I screen share with you again?
Yeah, yeah. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I can't. I can't see your thing. But just
Uh,
let me know.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. There we go.
Cool.
There we go. Perfect. All right, you can still see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, so redoing this one, we got Franklin the Thief, Brianna the Paladin, Cheryl the Wizard, and Mimi the Chemist. What can you tell us about this team here?
Okay, so it's a stacked speed using thief, right? And the he's basically just like top speed, equipped shield for swift plate, so he can't be slowed down. Range +1 for things like kill toss for high damage, things like that. Steel weapon accessory. I don't really see him using that too often because his attacks will actually be pretty high damage to the point where he will just prefer to just run around and do. I think that this might be slightly different from the most updated version that I have, though. So I'd have to take a look at it because I think that my most recent version of this team uses concentrate on this guy. But if I won't be able to tell if you could look at the wizard's abilities,
Oh,
I
sure.
can let you know if this is the take a look at what she can cast. Yeah.
Poison
Okay.
and frog. Yeah.
This is an old version, and my most recent version is in the team building chat. Would it be too much trouble to upload that instead?
Let me find that for you. Hold on. I just have to.
The updated version, this wizard will have fire spell.
Have a fire spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the thief has like concentrate and stuff like that, and his speed isn't 14 anymore. 14 speed was pretty insane for the previous.
Okay. Okay, then just give me a second.
Okay, I'll
Team
be
building.
back in just a sec.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, there it is. I see it. Alrighty. Again, sorry for the constant delay, but we're gonna get this going once and for all. There we go. I'm just gonna have to exit the emulator again.
Oh my! Where are my screens?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna screen share with you the emulator again. I just have to fix a couple of things very quick. We're getting there. We're getting there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're just about to go back. We're just about to finally turn the emulator back on. Okay. All right. We got it back up this time.
All right.
All right. Sorry about that. All right. And hope all of you are still watching. Again, sorry that took a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna reintroduce the team: Frankie the Thief, Cheryl the Wizard, Mimi the Chemist, and Brianna the Paladin. Okay. Now let's talk about your most updated version.
So for this version, I took off Equip Shield, and I also didn't give him a secondary. He's like a pure thief build. Has most of the good abilities. Not going to go for Steel Heart because its MA is not high enough.
Gotcha.
We'll see if he uses Sucker Punch. I'm interested to see if that happens. But he's a zombie with 13 speed and concentrate, so he should perform pretty decently.
Yeah, I can see him being a hit and run sort of guy. I can see
Kind
it
of a
totally
nuisance.
working.
For this one, we have a 14 MA boosted strength and stacked wizard with flame staff for melee.
According to Andrew, it says that he'll only use Sucker Punch if he loses a Sasuke knife.
If what?
If he ditches the Sasuke knife, he can definitely use Sucker Punch. Like maybe perhaps if he had like maybe Toy Knife
Yeah.
or something similar, then Sucker Punch can be used a lot more often. I mean, if you don't care about Sucker Punch, then you can probably just get rid of that and then just let Sasuke
I
knife
just
take
think
care of itself.
Yeah, true. The Sasuke knife is on there for the +1 speed, though.
Yeah. So I think if anything, you might want to give it a Sucker Punch and maybe give it something else. Perhaps maybe I don't know if you can incorporate secondary or not. I mean, you probably could if you dropped a couple skills, but we'll get to it as the action drags on goes on.
We'll see what doesn't test well in this round. And
Yeah.
yeah,
All right, back to your wizard. Flame staff. I'm guessing because you want her to use more fire spells.
yeah, and then I gave her Black Hood just so she could, survive.
And she, has,
But
and she, and she certainly
here
has a
I'm
high amount of
testing.
and she certainly has a high amount of HP to do it too.
For her, I'm testing how good fire is in comparison to Quake.
Fire, I think,
There's-
goes off faster.
But it has worse vertical.
Right.
And this is like a mid-range, average support chemist, white magic user. Everything that she can't do with Asuna, she has items for, basically.
Alrighty.
Yep.
I see that, and then Cure 2, Raise, Protection, Suna.
Yep.
Okay, I can see that being a thing.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I feel like the faster CT on Raise was my decision here, but I feel like, she'll be pretty hardy against magic attacks with the stacked magic defense up in the perfume.
I mean, Pilgrimage will have her take slightly more damage from magic attacks a little bit, but I don't see that being too much of a difference. So I'm cool. I'm cool with this unit. Seems cool.
Yep. And then, lastly, she used to be in the front of the team until y'all told me about the turn ordering for using haste. But I've been running with this unit for a few minutes. Just an enhancer using time-made support paladin. She doesn't have particularly crazy stats, but she has really great health.
Oh yeah, you got the Land Hands and the transfusion going on.
and she's wearing mithril armor instead of plate mail. Originally, she just had constant re-raise, and we got haste, slow, sinkhole, and balance.
Oh, is this the goal of this unit, to have it get worn down a bit and then have balance do all the damage?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, if that's what you're going for, then this is a good call.
Yeah, I feel like maybe putting re-raise on her might have helped.
Actually, you know what could also help is secular shield. That way she won't run away.
Oh, true. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm putting critical immunity on with a balance unit because it's not so. I haven't really tried that yet because it's not like an all-in on balance type
Yeah, I
unit.
mean,
But if I was going to try that out, I would definitely go that route.
you can certainly try it out. It worked well with Lancers too, because
Yeah,
of
you could do like a secular shield, dragon spirit unit, with balance.
And then EW's team, just a quick reintroduce: Edward the Monk, Izumi the Mystic Knight, Alphonse the Summoner, and Hohenheim the Paladin. This is a Full Metal Alchemist team, hence the names. Your typical damaging monk. Kaiser plays Summon Magic's Mystic Knight, support Summoner with the Papyrus Plate, and then support Paladin with Time Magic himself.
Yep.
Nice.
So you get to see some sinkholes from DW's team. There's good charm immunity from DW's team. There's good damage from that summoner that's using Titan. And we'll see how it goes.
All right.
I feel like I might want to be using Gill Toss.
And it did good damage. Although, I mean, the consequence of having a speeder unit go first in the case of this, unless you want him to draw attention again, is he's going to get pounded on like this.
He is good at taking hits and then falling down and then getting back up whenever they don't want him to. I wonder why they did that transfusion from the Gill Toss.
Yeah, Gill Toss.
It's also a little bit hard to down him. Plus, with speed save is something that makes him pretty ridiculous. Also, now he can use quickening plus his 13 speed.
Yeah, and this shows.
And the concentrate on top of that, just meaning that haste increasing his speed will increase his ninja sword damage or whatever. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, haste adds. It doesn't add to the speed stat, but what it does do is because of his high speed, he'll get more turns in.
Mm-hmm. We're going for sinkhole, Moogle. Got him. And he just keeps going. Gill Toss, only 84 though. See, I think I don't want to play Gill Toss because it just winds up dealing so little damage. See, we've got great damage. We've got better damage than Quake from that fire too. Magic Ruin.
I think Gill Toss is still a good option because you can at least let your MP fill back up. And Gill Toss is free, so you can let Quickening just do its thing.
True. They're going to try and kill him now with the lay on hands, I think.
But he's too fast, so he's just going to run around.
No, he's just going to get in some more damage before they take him out. Ouch. But speed save is crucial on that unit. It just takes him out. Do you see that?
Oh, now we see the steel accessory. Okay. That's interesting. And steel weapon, 2 for 2.
Got him.
Go, thief, go.
Yeah, Franklin has come a long way since our previous team whenever we had the zombie wizard and using Dark Holy. But he's been around. That thief has been around. Oof, don't move. On all 3.
I'm curious about why the high faith on your undead thief. Are you just looking for more reactions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking to hit that speed save.
Like-
70% of the time.
Yeah, like the highest possible. I see.
Yeah, that's what I've been making 70-70 teams with the intent to just like have high proc rates, have high output, kind of cancel out the 40-40 wars.
I mean, I would
Yeah,
definitely give. Yeah, I'm sorry. I would definitely get rid of Sucker Punch if you're gonna stick with the 70-70, because of what Andrew is saying. But and I think a secondary could still be okay. I'm just trying to think.
I mean, he's just doing so much work.
Actually,
That's a weapon, so his attack was only 60 damage. That was nuts.
and actually, having a secondary could still be okay. And at the very least, you could add in something like Seal Evil in case you run into undead units yourself. Because you already got the high speed, so why not take full advantage of it?
He was a snipe unit previously, but the attacks wound up floundering because the main thing with that thief is that there's some situations where he'll only get in a turn, once every 4 turns, because he'll get up, put off an attack, and then immediately get knocked down by somebody.
I see.
So that's why I decided I had to put concentration on him over that. Over snipe, over things like leg aim and arm aim, because I just wanted him to always have an impact on his turn.
I see.
Because he's so freaking fast, especially now that he has quickening. He just does so much. The worst he could do is, 50, 80 damage guild toss. That haste 2 might prove really good here. But Bagwhack on a speed save is not what that guy wants.
Yeah, not the best decision to be going for. Of course, it's so technically being able to keep snipe and then just have Seal Evil. And the Thief's performance shouldn't really be affected by that. Other than he would have the added option of taking out undead units.
Yeah, true. His other abilities aren't as relevant because it's like, Hawk's Eye or Execute. Those things are kind of irrelevant once he just has concentration. Ouch. Ooh, he missed.
I mean, Execute's more of a ranged option, but I see what you're saying. The Thief is so fast he can just get in range anyways, and just do what he does best.
Yeah, that magic rune is brutal.
Yeah, he's definitely the MVP of this whole, of your whole squad, without a doubt.
Yeah, he's really putting in work, like charging forward here.
And you also have DW's team on the run.
Yeah, it's just the 112. It's just the fact that he was able to get in and make them switch to defensive really quickly. There's Hollowed Strike. Screw MP. You get Bagwhack.
Too bad it didn't trigger MA save.
Yeah. Valiant as well. There we go. 86 on the fire. That's another fire, I guess.
Yeah. Still, the damage to the initial whack was still solid. 187.
Mm-hmm. 187. Yeah. See the guild toss, whatever, it just barely hits them though.
Well, it just barely missed a kill.
Yeah. Still going for that MP. But I mean, forcing them to have to chakra is fine. And there's charm.
Well, if you're forcing the chakra, it just makes the chems continue to shoot with the MP gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Valiant was a much better option over
the Mage Masher because she could just pick off from range.
So why does the 0 damage balance turn off charm?
Because it technically still counts as damage because it's okay. Zero is still a number.
I see. So as long as it's a positive, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't see like -1 damage or anything.
There's that back whack.
Yeah, and there's the
Yeah.
MA save that goes along with it.
There's the 200 the 280 damage physical attack from my wizard.
Yeah, this wizard's nuts.
Yeah, it's just I was thinking about that Quake Geomancer, and thought I'd apply the same to this wizard that I'd been, kind of working on. There's Titan.
And takes down the thief.
286. 286 damage Titan. Good thing he's a zombie. Bam, look at that,
122 damage.
322 damage wizard bat.
and
I'm looking at it.
the wizard wants more, and then the paladin will continue to supply it.
What is my chemistry? Chilling? Screw MP. I'm all about destroying it.
Yeah, this is definitely a team built on mage killing, or mage hunting, if you will.
Yeah, maybe I should change their names to the Mage Hunter. That's 2 for 2 on charm because of that MA save.
Well, we both got lucky with charm in this stream. I mean, charm for me absolutely wrecked Salmon Max's team.
Or sorry, that not fire out to the don't move. Yeah, you did a solid 3 for 3 or something on that charm.
4 for 4 actually.
Like 9 MA.
Yeah, with just 9 MA, and everyone's just Serpentarius.
Damn, this team's starting to make a comeback.
I mean, the only potential weakness I can see is if they continue to keep the thief down at the most timely manner, then your offense does becomes limited at that point. That's the only potential weakness I can see, but
Rich.
That's usually if they can
Damn, they needed Lich and Titan to take out my 330 HP wizard. I think that DW is going to take this one.
Your paladin has there's a balance. 100. Hey, it's just enough to take down that thief.
Mm-hmm. Short charge lay on hands, very chill. But I don't think that I'm going to be able to get past this Titan user. Or whatever I don't know why I didn't try to mid-charge that with Valiant.
The chemist is out of range, is what it is.
Oh, okay.
The Valiant only has 5 range, and she can't quite reach the Mystic Knight.
I see. So I guess I just kind of got screwed by the terrain on this one.
That and the height too. There's also a height difference too.
Oh yeah.
Because a moment ago the Mystic Knight was before the water there, and the Mystic Knight is a bit too high up on the top of the castle. If she had a longbow, then that would have been different. But it's a gun, and guns can only guns don't arc like longbows do.
Mm-hmm.
So so it isn't so much a mismatch. Is more like a DW using the added obstacles to their advantage this time around.
Mm.
Plus, counter combat can only just help the paladin deadlier balances.
Yeah. Also, DW has better healing than my team.
I think it just comes down to sandbagging, really.
Yeah, I guess so. I haven't really developed the full art of the sandbag, and also I'm not dealing as much damage.
Well, no, you need a thief to start running around, and right now he's not doing that.
And what is the MA on that guy?
On the paladin?
On the
Down goes a Mystic Knight.
On the
Summoner?
monk.
Oh, on the Summoner, you mean? The male one?
No, the PA on DW is monk.
I think it was 14-ish. I'll take a look. 16. Because of the FS bag and the power sleeve.
Yeah.
This is one of those instances where... ooh, down goes a Summoner. One of those instances where bag monks might be a bit of a detriment because they can't deal significant damage if there's like a vertical issue.
Hold on, I think I'm turning it around here.
Seems that way. Your thief's back up.
And then bag wax, Valiant. The bags are inferior as weapons. Speed rune hits. Haste hits. Ooh, double turn.
And like I said, now that thief can just go right back to town.
Man, if my thief had shuriken instead of gill toss, I think it would be much stronger.
He'll get more shurikens in. His PA might be a bit lacking, but his oh,
See that crit shot?
I know, I saw, yeah. But yeah, if DW does not get that Mystic Knight back up, she's gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Protect, but he also attacked. Well, let's see. Oh, hold on.
Yep, there she goes. So, advantage Sawtooth now.
Protect and shell, because he needs it.
Especially if you want
Damn.
speed save to keep going off over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Of course, Lay on Hands does not care about that.
True. And I say, give me your weapon.
And he says, there you go.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna not take the crystal on this one.
I think it's because the thief would rather get back up and then take the crystal.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, this guy's gonna balance his way to victory on me.
It's possible, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I've got balance back for you.
Actually, I've seen counter magic balance worked in the past. It's actually rather funny. There goes the monk. No lay on hands.
There's the haste lasting on death stitch.
Now, opinion right now. Do you think that's good or do you think that's bad?
I think that's really bad. I think that at a crucial point caused the AI to misplay and let the character crystallize whenever he really needed that monk to come back. And that was probably the case on the wizard dying, and also the case on the, I'm not sure on the summoner. There's 168. See, there's the payoff for having Gill Toss, but those 86 damage Gill Tosses are pretty slow, but damn, 212?
Yeah. But yeah, good comeback on your part, man. Really good comeback.
Whoa. GG. Yeah, I knew that Concentrate would be the right way to go with that character.
Yeah, definitely a solid improvement overall. Definitely the Thief is the best unit on the team by far. Your Wizard is not far behind.
Mm-hmm. I think the Paladin might have too low PA and MA. It's supposed to tank, and it does an okay job of that. But maybe it could have a more pesky status than slow. It could probably switch slow for something like Don't Move.
You could do that, or have you considered range +1? Because instead of having two range, let's say lay on hands, you have range. You have 3 range lay on hands.
Oh, that could be great.
Yeah, you can definitely consider that if you ever want to tweak your paladin. But otherwise, I think your team is very solid and can really mess up a lot of other teams too with the magic ruins and the Valiant and the Valiant gun. Yeah.
The Valiant was a good type.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's all the time we have for right now. Sorry for the delays here and there or the dead air, but some stuff happened. But we should definitely do the co-host stream again sometime.
Yeah, thanks for being in the chat, everyone.
All right. Thank you all for watching the stream. See you all next time.